Jordan Peele has become one of the best filmmakers. Let's see how good Nope was.
Jordan Peele is simply an amazing filmmaker. This man
I
just
agree.
keeps cranking out mind-blowingly original
How is
films,
Get Out your
establishing a crystal
first
clear
film?
perspective while continuing to surprise us. Which is why Nope was my most anticipated film of this year, and I cannot believe it actually lived up to my expectations. This is one of those movies where it's best to go in knowing nothing, and while I'm going to do my best
I
not
agree.
to spoil,
Hey, I went in knowing nothing. I left knowing nothing.
the film never feels like its plate is too full. Every scene is handled with the utmost care. Every detail, every prop, every shirt, every location, every light is carefully decided on. If you want to see a movie with a director that's in complete control of his vision, look no further than here. Peele isn't just creative in a way that makes for ridiculously entertaining cinema, he's creative in a way that lights a fire under your ass. And I don't mean that just in the blips of ideas he uses, like using clouds, or using cameras in unexpected places, or even his titles. What I'm talking about is the way he's able to create spectacle with very little. I mean, even the title is a great example of that.
Everything that he does and everything in this movie is just a spectacle, bro. Like the titles, Get Out, Nope, Us. When people go see the movie, they say, you gotta see that movie, bro. What was it about? I can't really tell you. You have to see it for yourself. Even watching the movie, you're on the edge of the seat at all times. Jordan Peele has mastered suspense. I said it once and I'll say it again.
Just the simple word nope. It tells you all you need to know about it.
Like that I wish that they could have done it, but I think like the studio probably wouldn't let you. If they only released that first teaser trailer and then never released a full trailer, oh my God. Imagine that, bro. Because like even the trailer didn't really tell you a lot. But if they only released that teaser trailer, that was enough for me to get me to see it. I saw Jordan Peele's name on it. I'm going.
This film. I mean, most of this credit does go to Hoyt van Hoytema, one of the greatest cinematographers working today, clearly, who makes even the simplest of shots, like a shoe floating on the floor, feel bone-chillingly horrifying. And that is just one example of how horrifying this movie gets. Given how much is out there about this film already, I don't think it's...
The fact that it's horrifying with no jump scares. There's one. There may be one. It's like you don't know what's coming, bro.
Huge spoiler to say that this film is about a UFO. And there is a scene in here that kind of plays with society's depiction of an alien that in itself manages to be a really goddamn scary scene. But that's only the appetizer for what is to come later in the film, which is a small example that I think speaks to one of the larger ideas the film is getting at, which is how humans place themselves at the top of the food chain. And the film, being as smart as it is, just completely blows you away with what its take on real aliens is, in a way that I've seriously never seen before, in a way that honestly is kind of beautiful, and in a way that is just extremely eerie. Peele is in a uniquely great place in his career in that he's really shooting for the stars, literally, and going for it with some of his weird ideas, and I do not know a filmmaker with the kind of trust that he has. Like, not just a core fan base, but like most people have a lot of trust going into Jordan Peele movies, that he's going to deliver something really striking, which is so cool to have a blockbuster filmmaker get weird. That's rare and very exciting to watch. I did like Us, but I think I left that film a bit underwhelmed because everything it was saying felt a little rushed near the end and like it didn't fully stick the landing. There wasn't really something in that film that I could emotionally attach myself to that left me wanting more. And Get Out is one of the best films of that year, but feels like it's in a completely different lane just in how simple it is.
No, yeah, it's a very simple movie.
Nope is the first film of Peele's that feels like he successfully landed his high concept.
And I will say this movie was very simple as well. There weren't a lot of places. There were more, obviously, but there weren't a lot of places. Jordan Peele makes simple, amazing movies.
Concepts with just enough ambiguity to keep it terrifying and just enough explanation to make it a really smart movie. As more people watch this and talk about this, you'll hear a lot of different takes on what it's really about. I've already seen many people talk about the film's take on below-the-line film workers and about animal rights, both of which I think are completely valid. But to me, the thing that made me cry unexpectedly at the end of the film was its take on grief. This is not only the best alien film I've seen, but it's one of the best films about grief, about how death comes out of nowhere, how someone being ripped out of our lives can feel unexplainable, and that feeling like you need to get to the bottom of it to process that grief properly, like you need to solve the thing that took that person away from you.
I did not process that grief thing. Obviously, I was going in that movie and like I guess I was just focused on what was going on, but like to really like understand what was going on in the background. They lost their dad and they're trying to figure out what happened to him. And yes, they were trying to make money from it as well. But they lost their dad to this thing. They want to know what killed her dad.
That something or someone did this to the person you loved, and you need to visually see it. I think the film's portrayal of death is simply one of the coolest and most creative I've ever seen, and is just a great example that film can come around and completely redefine your perspective on something. We haven't even gotten into the performances of the film, which are perfectly acted from literally everyone. I've said it before and I'll say it again.
Everybody
I think
did
Daniel
good.
Kaluuya is my favorite actor working today. I have yet to see a performance from him that didn't blow me away.
I'm not gonna lie, it was Chadwick, just because when I was growing up, like Chadwick was that guy before Black Panther. That 42 movie, bro. I literally went to school dressed up as Jackie Robinson after that. But Daniel Kaluuya now, probably my favorite. Get Out, one of my favorite movies ever. He was in Black Panther. This movie, he just kills every role.
He remains so reserved in this movie and knows exactly when to break out. Knows exactly when to do comic relief.
People said he had a
perfect leading man.
Logan Paul said, "Oh my God, they wasted his acting." No, that was the point, Logan. This was his character. His character was to be more reserved. But he wasn't reserved the whole movie, Logan. Shout out Logan. No, I'm still drinking Prime.
Screen presence. Just a perfect performance through and through. Keke Palmer's performance is just buzzing with energy. She brings a grounded comedic aspect to the film that is extremely necessary. While also coming in with a dramatic edge near the end of the film. She carried the end. Nail the brother-sister dynamic that will bring you to tears by the end of the film. I have not believed a sibling dynamic like this in a while. And then there's everyone else. Stephen Yeun, Brandon Perea
did amazing. I didn't know his name. I called him Dominic Syke because Dominic Syke. But yeah, no, he did it. No, this is the guy. Bro, I need an explanation on him. What was the point of him?
Wincott, Jacob Kim.
What was the point? What was the point of this dude? Gray hair dude.
It plays into an older Hollywood style while subverting those tropes at the same time. The soundtrack is perfectly crafted. It just feels amazing to have a summer blockbuster feel this caring. You know what I mean? Something that has a lot of shit to say and has a very unique way it wants to say all of it and wants to make that experience an absolute thrill. More than anything, Nope respects the audience. It's less concerned with blowing your mind and more concerned with making you actually feel for these two people, allowing for an experience that is pure escapism that will also keep you thinking about it for days and maybe even give you nightmares. So yeah, this is definitely so far my film of the year. It is without a doubt my favorite thing Jordan Peele has made so far, and feels like the first time he's achieved a perfect balance with this high concept style of storytelling.
Yeah, no, I agree. Film of the year for me, at least from what I've seen. Probably, yeah, the best film I've seen this year. I mean, not his best movie, but one of the best movies of the year. I mean, the way that he just controlled me, bro. I was like this. I was like this throughout the whole movie. What is going on? I was trying to look in the background. I was trying to catch on. First of all, this video did not answer all the questions I had. If you want to see a video like that, maybe I'll do another one. But if you enjoyed this video, here's the video just like it. I appreciate y'all for watching.